Well, I guess jumping out of the inside of another ship wasn't so smart after all. I'm gonna have to sort this mess out here. Go check on the forward maintenance bay. I got a weird power drain showing up in there.
Oh, Minox.
Yeah, that seems to have sorted it. What was it? Loose wire?
Not quite.
The hyperdrive took a knock in the jump and needs realigning. Think you can handle that? There's spares in some crates around there if you need them.
No wonder this thing's always falling apart. Can you realign and recouple the drive, BB-8?
Hey, that's it. Nice work. The navicomputer should be operational now. Just go make sure, okay? So, fugitives, huh?
The First Order wants the map.
Finn is with the Resistance. I'm just a scavenger.
See what you got.
This map's not complete. It's just a piece. Ever since Luke disappeared, people have been looking for him.
Why did he leave?
He was training a new generation of Jedi. One boy, an apprentice, turned against him and destroyed it all.
The Jedi were real.
The Force, the Jedi, all of it. It's all true.
This is our stop.
I didn't know there was this much green in the whole galaxy.
Chewie, check out the ship as best you can. Want to get BB-8 to the Resistance? Maz Kanata's our best bet. You might need this.
Solo, why are we here again?
Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens walkthrough part 6, and this is going to be Maz's castle, or I guess Maz's castle, depending on who you ask. Probably Maz, right? Probably. Anyway, so we gotta go through Maz's castle, and we get to do that as Han Solo, Rey, and of course BB-8. So this is, of course, that scene in the movie where we find the lightsaber and Rey has some Force flashbacks, and we first gotta move this sleeping guy out of the way who probably has a very unhealthy attraction to Twi'leks, but that'd be for a whole different website. Now, this is pretty fun, I guess, of a level. I don't know. This is one of them that they really stalled, and I've mentioned this before. They made a full Lego game out of one movie, basically. I mean, they do have some other movies thrown in there, but they practically made, you know, the entire Lego game, this entire Lego game out of one movie, so they do stall a lot, and this is one where you can definitely see that. Still not as bad as one of the later levels, which I will complain about once I get there. So, use Han Solo's binoculars to pull down this pillar, and then you should be able to build, I don't know, okay, yeah, this does look like another multi-build, and then we'll need to build a couple of things. So the first thing on the left will let you, I think it lets you jump on in there, or, yeah, okay, you have to use BB-8 to water, you do something to this plant, I think. Let's see what we do here. Great walkthrough, right? Okay, so it looks like we're cutting down the plant. Okay, well, we're pulling up some fern gully here. And then there's going to be a wall back there that Rey will be able to climb up. And this level, I think, is actually one of the shorter ones because I'm looking at it in my timeline. One part looks like it's pretty lengthy, but for the most part, it's probably not one of the longer levels. So anyway, jump on up there with Rey. There's a mini-kit sitting in the corner, so try not to miss it. And then use the multi-build to move this sprayer over here, and then you're going to want to move the pipe. You're going to want to build that pipe so you can actually fill up the sprayer, and this is what we're going to use to wake up that weird orange guy. So switch on over to BB-8, power the machine, and then we should be able to walk on into the doorway.
Whoa! How much of a morning person are you?
Maz is a bit of an acquired taste, so let me do the talking.
Han Solo!
Oh boy.
Hey, Maz.
I assume you need something. Desperately.
Maz, I need you to get this droid to Leia.
No. You've been running away from this fight for too long.
What fight?
Against the dark side. Through the ages, I've seen evil take many forms. The Sith, the Empire. Today, it is the First Order.
There is no fight against the First Order. Not one we can win. We all need to run.
You see those two? They'll trade work for transportation to the Outer Rim. There, you can disappear.
I'm not resistance. I'm not a hero.
Finn!
Okay, so now we are inside the bar with some not so good music. I mean, the original Star Wars music is a classic. Maybe I'll let this guy talk. I don't know if he said anything. Maybe I should just talk over all of them. Anyway, the original Star Wars bar music is classic. This one is just weird. Okay, so here we have to hit, I think, yeah, 10 targets before the timer runs out, and you get way more than enough time to do this, especially on co-op. So if you are, for some reason, having a hard time doing this on your own, I guess just try to get someone else to help. But just shoot 10 targets, blast away, and then you'll get one of the objects that you need. I can't remember which one he gives you, but we're gonna have to collect 3 objects before we continue on to the final part of the level. So, is this? That's a bomb, it looks like, but I guess we're not getting an object that was. Oh, that must have just been unlocking that guy to help Finn escape. Okay, so that's all that was. Now, if we walk over here, we'll see some weird, I don't know, Thor-level alien elf guys, and they're going to be fighting over not having any food, so we're going to have to get them some chicken. And to do that, you'll want to use Ray's binoculars to reveal this path, or this point, and then switch to BB-8 so he can power that up. So of course, for the time being, we don't actually have access to Finn, and you may have noticed we're probably about halfway through this LEGO game by now, and we haven't actually seen a lightsaber yet, except for Kylo Ren's. And it's kind of interesting, we're playing a whole LEGO game without a lightsaber, but like the movie, we're not going to get one in the story mode until we unlock the lightsaber, which actually happens at the end of this level. So we will get to use the lightsaber for quite a while in the next level, and the lightsaber for some reason is just a lot of fun in this game, probably because you hardly ever get to use it, but I don't know, you'll see. So anyway, build the bellows here, and this will help cook that chicken that we're going to have to hand to those savage elves. I have no idea what they really are. And that'll fling it on over to the table. They'll finally stop getting angry over the lack of food, and then they'll get angry over not being able to decide who gets the food. So you'll notice with the glowing aura around that table, you'll want to blow it up so you can build whatever it is that needs to be built, or I guess nothing? Why the heck did it want us to build it up? Huh. I mean, blow it up. I thought it would have had a... That was weird. Okay, then. So anyway, now we just need one final thing, and that'll be a cup. Also, you can't go near those elves even if you want to still, so still try to stay away from them. So anyway, the cup's going to be down here with this coffee machine, and we're going to have to kind of clean this up and fix it for him and just get it back working. So there's another multi-build we're going to have to use, and it took a little second for me to get that working. And you can build the pipe up there, but that's not the correct one to do first. We need to fix the problem over here on the right side. So shoot it to bring it back down, and then build it to the right or the left. I think it's the right side. I'm having a hard time doing that here because those guys would not get out of my way. So anyway, finally we move it over here. Then you want to put Ray's staff inside of this lever, and then you can turn the gate open and have BB-8 walk on inside. Now inside here, this is where you can actually run the machine, but this is where you're also going to have to fix the piping once you do this kind of a mini game. So you'll want to move these pipes until they match themselves in this correct way. So just kind of tap them until it goes down like that. And once it looks like that, then the coffee will start to flow again, or whatever alien nasty caffeinated drink this is. And then go back to the multi-build, blow it up, and you'll want to fix the pipe so the machine actually works again.
Great, now it's got a mind of its own, too. Last thing I need is a sentient coffee machine. It's bad enough that the trash chute gives me bad talk.
I guess I can spare a few minutes.
Who's the girl?
Lista. A Gundam.
Okay, so now we are in the part of the castle where, or actually I guess I should just say we're in the basement, and this is where we gotta go look for the lightsaber. Now if you've seen the movie, you probably know that Rey walks down the long hallway, walks into the door, and that's where all the Force flashbacks happen. Not so in this game. We have to walk down the long dark hallway, and then do a couple of puzzles, and then we get the Force flashback. So I think this area is actually about as long as the rest of the level combined, the previous part of the level combined. So Rey luckily does now finally have a gun. I don't think she has a grapple, but she can shoot targets now, so that makes her a little bit more useful. Because, you know, you can use it for a lot more stuff now. And you want to do that on that panel on the wall, and then open up this gate so Rey can jump on under here with her mad abilities. And then you'll want to build this multi-build so you can turn this wheel on the right side, and I believe this raises the gate for BB-8. Yes, it does. Eventually he should be allowed to come through. Come on, droid. Invisible wall, and there we go. Now you'll want to blow up the multi-build and then build the next one on the left side. And then you'll want to use BB-8 to move this puzzle, which once again we've done a million times. Just move the highlighted edge to the highlighted edge. This time I think we have to do it 3 times though, and that caught us a little bit off guard, but nothing too bad to worry about. So that's gonna open up. That's gonna opium. We're gonna get high on the door. No. Okay, we're gonna open up the door and walk down another long dark hallway.
It's just more old droids. We're not turning back.
And there's gonna be some really creepy guys down here. I mean, okay, the thing is, games don't usually creep me out, but I have to say, in one of the Lego Indiana Jones games, I think it was the first one or the second one, whichever one it was, there was that one level where Indiana Jones was in the nuclear test field, and they had mannequins in the house, and they had Lego mannequins, and these mannequins weren't alive in that Lego house, but they would follow you, their heads would follow you, and for some reason that was just so unbelievably creepy. Even to this day, I get weirded out just thinking about that, and it's a Lego game. How the heck did a Lego game pull that off? And I'm comparing the enemies we find down here to that because it's a little bit creepy. I mean, they are a little bit unnerving. They just sort of follow you, attack you on a whim, and don't really have much of a purpose, so that's kind of odd. But anyway, we have to open up this pretty old Jedi door, and the first thing is to move that lever to the right side so BB-8 can jump on the statue, and you'll need to rotate both statues so they're facing kind of toward you in the screen, and both of those panels up on the top should start glowing when they are correct. Then you'll want to use BB-8 to power up the door, even though I don't know why. Well, I guess it's Star Wars. I guess it would make sense for this ancient door to have power, but I was gonna say, I don't know why this old artifact door has power, but, you know, it's Star Wars. I mean, for them, old is like millions of years in advance for us. And yes, I know Star Wars is fake, but sometimes I wish it wasn't. Sometimes, come on, don't we all? Don't we all? Although if I had to choose between Harry Potter being real in real life or Star Wars, I'd probably, I don't know, lightsabers would be awesome. That'd be a hard choice. Anyway, so this is going to be the final room before we can actually get to our lightsaber. So we're going to need to fix some of the gears. Now, if you notice with this multi-build, if you jump on in it with BB-8 and you start trying to turn the doorway, then not a whole lot's going to happen. But you're also going to notice there's going to be some platforms there that I think Rey's going to have to grab on here in a little bit. So we need to get some gears so we can throw them into that wall so we can actually open up the door. And of course that just means doing classic Lego puzzles. So you can kind of come here to the left side and look around if you want. There's not a whole lot there though. But what we're going to need to do is blow up that multi-build so we can build it, I believe, on the right side first, and then we should be able to get up on top. It actually weirdly let me destroy the Lego objects that were inside there, but I don't really know why that's going to matter. So as you see there at the door, we need 2 of the gears. We can see 1 in the left room, 1 in the right room, and I'm looking around trying to get a grasp on the level here, and then my brother, for some reason, wasn't getting off of that multi-build, but finally he did, so we do eventually figure out, yes, we are supposed to break that multi-build. And I don't know what the heck is taking me so long right now. I guess I should have cut this part out too. And come on, one of us. Oh wait, oh wow, I'm an idiot. Okay, so that wasn't the multi-build we had to break? Okay, what? I am confused. That one is a multi-build, but not the one we needed. We needed the one just above it, and you have to stick Rey's staff into there. What? Okay, I'm a little bit confused as to what went on there. Great walkthrough, right? So anyway, open up that door with that multi-build and you'll get one of the first gears that you can pick up. And then you can put it into the doorway. Now we just have to go to the right side. And I might be thinking of another level when I said Rey has to climb up on top. Or maybe this isn't the last part. My goodness, I need to review these videos way better. This is like the 3rd time this has happened. Okay, anyway, so build this trampoline and you'll need to bounce up on top there. And the bouncing in this game is kind of strange. You bounce higher and higher and higher as you go, and you're going to need to just hold A or whatever your jump button is while you're on this, and eventually you should be able to reach it. You'll also need to use BB-8 to lower that pole so she can get to it easier, and that will allow you to jump up on here. So now it's kind of hard to tell, but if you jump up when you're on the wall as Rey, you'll be able to start wall climbing, or I guess doing monkey bars on whatever that rock sticking out is. And then BB-8's going to have to move the platform so you can grab onto the underside of those, and then he's going to have to move them down so you can move on to the left side and just get over here, and you should be able to jump off pretty easily. There's another wall you can grab onto, but just to be safe, it's probably best to let it go up a little bit higher. And of course, you get a ladder that comes down pretty often, just so in case you fall off, you can just climb right back up that ladder. You don't have to do all of this all over again. And then use A to jump on over here, shimmy your way across the wall, yet another ladder will drop down, and then you should be able to break open this lamp. Then you'll want to build this other gear, put your staff inside of there, and turn whatever this is that it turns. I also forgot about this. And that opens up those gears, and oh, that's right, that knocks down that ball. And we were wondering why the heck we couldn't just do that ourselves. I mean, we have a gun and we could just stick our staff up there and like knock it out, couldn't we? Apparently not. So anyway, there's the other gear. So pick up that gear and move it into the doorway. Then finally with BB-8 go back into that spinning platform one last time, and that should open up the door and allow you to get your lightsaber and finish the level.
That should be it now, BB-8. That's it. That's the symbol.
Quiet, girl. Quiet, girl. Hush now. Shush it. There's no place like home. 1/4 portion.
Ray?
What was that? That lightsaber was Luke's, and his father's before him, and now it calls to you.
I have to get back to Jakku.
Dear child, I see your eyes. The belonging you seek is not behind you. It is ahead. The saber. Take it.
I'm never touching that thing again. I don't want any part of this.
Today is the end of the Republic. This fierce machine which you have built, upon which we stand, will bring an end to the Senate. All remaining systems will bow to the First Order!